going to talk a little bit about tides and currents. Now, here in the Mediterranean, tidal influence is virtually zero, but as we go training around the shores of the UK, tidal influence becomes much more important. It's the flow of, or the movement of water caused by the moon, and that means that twice a day the water will get moved in a certain direction and then moved back in the opposite direction. We can look up how the water is going to move and when it's going to move, and the influence that that is going to have in our little part of the coastline, and ensure that we keep that in our minds when we're planning and preparing for our training session. We can look up the times of the tides and the influence that they have in the Tidal Atlas, and look up our tide times in the tidal chart, so we can see when it's going to be high tide, when it's going to be low tide, and there'll be lots of land exposed. And then also we can look at the influence that is going to have on our course and our direction and our speed. It can be something up to 3 knots potentially in some situations, which is going to fire us across in one direction, and the last thing we want to do is spend an entire day fighting against the tide, start to turn around planning to come home only to find that we've been rowing into the tide the whole time, and now we've got to fight for another 6 hours against it on the return leg. So always consider tide when planning your journey, along with the effect of wind.